joking on a full stomach.
I mean, I can't say I was hungry, though I don't think I'll ever be able to stomach Tin Tongue again.
Oh, I see. I needed that meal. I feel like a new man.
It's been nearly 24 hours without any food. That does lower the morale.
Weird how it all seems so much better in the daytime.
Well, you must forget that there's a dangerous homicidal maniac loose on the island.
Yes, but why is it one doesn't feel jittery about it anymore?
It's because we now know beyond any possible doubt who it was, huh, Blore?
Yes, that's right.
It was the uncertainty before, looking at each other, wondering which.
I mean, I said all along it was Dr. Armstrong.
Oh, you did, my sweet. That was before he went back, since he started suspecting all of us.
It does seem silly in the light of day.
Oh, very silly.
Allowing it's Armstrong. I mean, what's happened to him?
Well, we know what he wants us to think happened to him.
Well, what did you find last night?
One shoe sitting prettily on the cliff edge. Inference, Dr. Armstrong went completely off his onion and committed suicide.
Well, it's all very circumstantial. I mean, even down to the one little broken China soldier over there in the doorway.
That's, I think, what was overdoing it. I mean, a man wouldn't do that, not if he was thinking of drowning himself.
Quite so, but we're fairly sure that he didn't drown himself. He wanted to make him look like he was the seventh victim, all according to his plan.
Well, suppose he really is dead.
I'm a bit suspicious of death without bodies.
Can you believe? We're in here eating Tin Tongue, and there are 5 dead bodies in there.
Huh. Delightful feminine disregard for the facts. There's 6 dead bodies.
No, she's right. There are only 5.
What about Mrs. Rogers?
Well, she makes the 5th. I've counted her.
Now look here. Marston 1, Mrs. Rogers 2, Mackenzie 3, Rogers 4, Emily Brent 5, and Wargrave 6.
7, 8, 9, Armstrong 10. That's right, old man. I'm sorry.
Wouldn't you think it would be a good idea to shove Mrs. Rogers to the morgue too?
I'm a detective, not an undertaker.
Oh, for heaven's sake, stop talking about bodies. The point is Armstrong murdered them.
We should have realized it was Armstrong straight away.
And how do you think Armstrong got a hold of the revolver?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Well, what happened last night?
Well, after you threw your fit of hysterics and locked yourself in your room, we all thought it'd be best to go to bed. So we did, and we locked ourselves in our room.
Yes, I heard someone brush past my door, and I went to check up on Blore. He was there. I checked on Armstrong's room, and that was completely empty. That's when I checked up on you, my dear, and I told you to sit tight and do nothing. That's when I went out to the balcony. The window next to it was open, and I saw my revolver just lying right beside it.
And why the devil would Armstrong just chuck away the revolver?
Either it was an accident or he's just crazy.
We ought to search the house.
What, and run into an ambush? No.
I hadn't thought of that.
Okay, what exactly did you hear after we went out last night?
Well, I imagined hearing all sorts of things, but nothing short of a house fire would have gotten me to unlock my door.
I see, just thoroughly suspicious.
Okay, what's the use in talking? Okay, what are we going to do?
Sit tight and do nothing, take no risks.
Well, if you ask me, I'd like to go after that fellow.
Oh, what a dog of the bulldog breed you are, Blore. I want to say, between friends, and without prejudice, you did take up quite a bit of perjury, didn't you?
Well, I don't suppose it makes any odds now. Landor was innocent, all right? The gang squared me, and between the both of us, we put him away for a stretch. Mind you, I wouldn't admit it if it wasn't for that.
Oh, so we're all in the same boat?
Well, I couldn't just admit it to Mr. Justice Wargrave, could I?
No, hardly.
I say. And that fellow Seton, you think he's innocent?
Oh, no doubt. Old Wargrave had a good reason to get Seton out of the way. I must say, Blore, I'm quite glad you got off your virtuous perch. Hope you made something out of it.
Well, nothing like what I ought to have done. Besides, that was a mean lot, that Benny gang. But I got my promotion, though.
Yes, and Landor got penal servitude and died in jail.
Well, I couldn't tell if he was going to die. I mean, could I?
No, that was just your bad luck.
You mean his, right?
No, yours too. And because of that, your life might get cut unpleasantly soon.
Who? Me? By Armstrong? Yeah, okay, I'll watch it, all right?
All right, well, just remember, there are only 3 little soldier boys left.
Well, what about you?
I should be quite all right, thank you. I've been jammed before, and I plan to get out of this one as well. Besides, I got the revolver.
Now listen, about that revolver, you said you just found it lying down there. What's to prove you've had it all this time?
Oh, same old gramophone record, only room for one idea inside your head.
No, but it was a good idea.
Oh, and you're sticking to it?
Yes, but I would have thought of a better story than that if I were you.
Oh, well, I wanted to say something simple. Only a policeman knows.
What's wrong with the police?
Oh, nothing. Now that you left the force.
Okay, if you're being an honest man, as
Oh,
you pretend-
Mr. Blore, you know neither of us are
if you're
honest.
telling the truth, as you ought to do, you ought to do the square thing and chuck that revolver down there.
Oh, please don't be an ass.
I've told you people I would go through the entire house looking for Armstrong, haven't I? And if I'm willing to do that, will you lend me the revolver?
No, I won't.
Then you know what I'm beginning to think.
I know what you're beginning to think, you square-headed
Oh my
flatty.
God.
You think I'm the one and only you
Yeah,
and unknown
okay.
Owen, is that it?
You know, I won't contradict you.
Well, think what you damn well please, but I warn you.
You're both acting like a bunch of children.
Sorry, teacher.
Obviously, Captain Lombard isn't the unknown Owen because
Thank
the unknown
you.
Owen is Dr. Armstrong. And I have one very good proof of that.
Oh, what?
Oh, think of the rhyme. 4 little soldier boys went out to sea. A red herring swallowed one, and then there were 3. A red herring. Don't you see the subtlety of it? That's Armstrong's supposed suicide. He isn't really dead.
Oh, well, that's very ingenious.
Well, to my mind, it's absolute proof. It's mad, and he's mad. I mean, he's taking some sick, queer pleasure out of making everything fit with the rhyme. That's why he dressed up the judge. That's why he had to kill Mrs. Brent with a hypodermic needle when he might as well have just drugged her. It's why he had to kill Rogers while she was chopping sticks. He has to make everything fit in with the rhyme.
No, that gives us a pointer. But what are we going to do? Wait. There's 3 little soldier boys walking in a zoo. A big bear hugged one, and then there were 2. He'll have a job with it. There's no zoo on this island. What about a bottle of beer, Captain Lombard?
Oh, do stop thinking with your stomach, Lord. This constant craving for food and drink will be your undoing.
No, but there's plenty of beer in the kitchen.
Yes, but that'll be the first place he'll go. Put a drop of cyanide in your nice little bottle of beer.
Boat? A boat?
Move! Wait! Blore, wait!
Oh, God!
Oh my God!
Blore's got his.
How?
A booby trap. All set, attached to something above.
Is he
Yes. Head crushed in. It was that great bronze bear from the landing.
a bear? Oh, it's awful, this awful childishness.
I know. God, what a fool Blore was!
And then there were 2.
Yes. Now we have to be very careful of ourselves.
We shan't. Can't you see? We're never going to make it off of this island.
Yes, we will. I've never been beaten yet.
Don't you feel as though there's someone in this room watching us?
That's just nerves.
So you do feel it.
No, I don't.
Philip, please. We need to go anywhere. Just get out of the house. Maybe that was a boat. Maybe it'll see us.
All right. We'll go to the top of the island, wait for relief to come there. Sheer cliff on the far side, and we can see if anyone's coming from the house.
Anywhere's better than here.
Won't you be rather cold in that dress?
I would be colder if I was dead.
Perhaps you're right. A quick reconnaissance.
Please be careful, Philip.
Oh, I'm not Blore. There's no window directly above. Hello? There's something washed up upon the rocks.
It looks like a body.
All right, you stay here. I'll go check.
Armstrong. Armstrong's body.
It's Armstrong. Drowned at the high water mark.
So there's no one else on the island. Except for the 2 of us.
Now we know where we are.
Now we know where we are.
So, you did kill that kid.
What? You think I would never? Someone else did.
Oh, who did?
A man. Peter's uncle. I was in love with him.
Oh, this is quite interesting.
Don't sneer at me, please. It was absolute hell. Look, Peter was born after his father's death. If he had been born a girl, he would have inherited everything.
Oh, well-known tale of a wicked uncle.
Yes, he was wicked, but I didn't know. He told me he loved me, but that he was too poor to marry. There was a rock that Peter wasn't allowed to swim out to. One day, I forgot something at the house. I had to go back, and when I came back to the beach, I saw Peter had set out. I flew towards the shore to go save him, but Hugh held me back. Don't be an ass, he said. I told the little ass he could do it.
Go on. This is interesting.
So I pushed past him. He tried to hold me back, but I pushed past him. I swam as fast as I could, but by the time I got to where Peter was, the current had taken him. He was gone.
Oh, and everything went off well at the inquest. They called you a plucky girl, and you kept quiet about Hugh's business.
Do you think anyone would have believed me? Besides, I really was in love with him. I couldn't turn him in.
Well, I suppose Hugh let you down.
Do you think I ever wanted to see him again?
You are an accomplished liar, Vera.
Can't you ever tell the truth when you hear it?
Well, who set that trap that killed Blore? I didn't, and Armstrong's dead.
I don't know.
I've broken most of the commandments in my life, and I'm no saint. But there's one thing I won't stand for, and that's murder.
You won't stand for murder. What about those natives you left to die in Africa?
That's what's so damn funny. I didn't.
What do you mean?
For once, just for once, mark you, I played the hero. I gave them my rifle, my ammunition, and all the food there was, and I took my chance into the bush. When I came back, it was already too late. My men were dead, and the rumors started spreading around that I deliberately abandoned them. That's life for you.
Do you really expect me to admit that? You fully admitted to the murder.
Yes, I got such a kick out of looking at all their faces.
Oh, you really think I'm gonna believe a stupid lie like that?
Blast you!
Oh, I should have seen it from the moment I first met you. It's in your face, the face of a killer.
Oh, I won't stand for this any longer.
Oh my God. Oh,
Clever girl.
take one step near me and I'll shoot.
Well, you, young, lovely, and quite mad.
Oh my God, Philip!
Oh, my 10 little soldiers playing. My rhyme. My rhyme. There's silence in the court. Don't be frightened now, dear. This is the court of justice. You'll get your justice here. Oh, you thought I was a ghost. You thought I was dead. Armstrong said I was dead. Said that we trapped the murderer so I could be free to spot upon the guilty one. Oh, such an excellent plan. He met me out that night by the cliff. I sent him off with a push so easily. He swallowed my red herring all right. You know, Vera Claythorne, I've always wanted to take life. Yes, to take life. I've always wanted to get what satisfaction I could by sentencing the guilty to their death. But that wasn't enough. I felt like I wanted more. I wanted to take matter into my own hands. But I can't, because I'm a high justice of the court. I know a lot about justice. And that's between our Lord and the prisoner at the bar, that true deliverance will make guilty. Guilty. All of you were guilty, and you knew that, and the law couldn't touch you, so I had to take matter into my own hands. Into my own hands! Silence in the court! Marston first. Barbertone in the brandy for Rogers. Mackenzie, stabbed. Got Rogers misusing the back chopping up sticks. Doped up Miss Emily Brent's coffee so she couldn't feel the hyperdemia. Booby trapped for Bloor. Oh, I knew Bloor would fall for that. He was too easy. Returning the revolver was a very, very clever touch. But I always knew you two would suspect each other in the end. But the real question was, who'd win it out? And I banked on you, my dear. You, the female species. Besides, it's always more fun when a female's left in the end. Prisoner at the bar, have you anything to say why sentence should not be passed on?
I'm not guilty. I'm innocent.
Really? That's what they all say, huh? Must plead not guilty. Are you going for verdict of insanity?
Look, someone else killed Peter, okay? I swear I didn't. You're a judge. You can tell when people are guilty and when they're innocent. I'm innocent!
Oh, so you didn't join that poi boy after all?
No.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter much now, does it, Tom? I can't spoil my lovely rhyme anymore. 10 little soldier boys, left all alone. One wouldn't hang himself. Oh, I must have my hanging.
No!
I must have
Philip?
It's all right. It's all right, my dear. It's all right.
Yes, sir. Yay! All right, General. Woo! Yay! Yay! Dot. Yeah! Yay! All right. Woo!
Up there where the air is once I get you up there,
All right. Good job.
and the sound. Everyone, thank you so much for coming out. Turn the music down. Cleveland, turn the music down. And for sound. Thank you so much for coming out. Don't put that online. Actually, you can. I don't care. Thank you for coming out. Please tell everyone that we have one more show tonight at 7 o'clock. I know that they appreciate it. We appreciate you being here. Have a wonderful afternoon, and thank you so much. Have a great day.